Welcome Traveler, I'm free-to-play and I'm your guide for successful free-to-play adventure on Terra. Today we'll beat the plus 10 dragon board as fast as possible and compare it to the other boards to have an overall opinion which you should tackle now for optimizing your fortune weapons with the new buffs. Not even the panels have become better and more efficient, they also increased the rates of all boards with the last update. So if you're going for the second flag or for the first flag doesn't really matter, the time is almost the same. With Bargalore on your side, you have a really good source of regaining SP after those battles, which is really nice, which makes things really fast from now on. And because of the 15% attack up which he grants when an enemy is broken, your attack will get increased even if the other one you're attacking is not in breaks. Of course, the one with the axe weakness is a little harder because you don't have any weapons you really can attack him with, which he has his weakness to, but it doesn't really matter as you have seen. Okay, let's go for the next one, for flag 7, where the one with only spare defense in the front has the strongest attack. So it would be better for the Gracious Prayer at the start, and what really helps here is Bargalore too with his Rafika, or how you pronounce this attack, because it is also decreasing the shields from the first two enemies here, which is really great. And at that moment I just bet Herminia at the 6th minute and earned myself about 50,000 wealth medals. So let's see how I can top that with a Dragon's Board, not being finished with the second fight at the 7th minute still. And I was a bit lucky that that enemy here didn't die here, so that I can use for the family before the battle ends to regenerate a bit of SP in between. And we're at flag 11 now for this brutal fight. I'll go through this a little more detailed because that one is a little tricky. Get a few shields away, use the Gracious Prayer and use the Wild Blazing Blade afterwards. The full spin can hit really hard here, but it shouldn't kill your units. And afterwards Serenoa should tank the next attack without any problem. And in the second turn we need to do lots of shield shaving and go for the Bolstering Smoke to survive this attack here. When that is done, he has only 12 shields left, so we go for the Wild Blazing Blade, a full BP attack from Serenoa which he can launch because he hasn't used any of those before, and we can now go for the most damage here, but you have to cast the Desperate Resolve again and try not to kill him right now because you need more SP and have everyone healed up before, and having buffed the defenses all around because of the Bolstering Smoke from before and the Gracious Prayer, you should survive the full spin after he comes out of the break with ease. So after about 30 minutes this fight is finally over and we can tackle the boss of the dragon board around 40 minutes in this board. And thousands of miles away I also managed to get about 40,000 power medals. So this fight will be also detailed here. The first thing we want to do is to buff our defenses and of course prepare for the one break kill, which can only be acquired when the dragon is not using a dragon fire. Okay, try to do that again, and this is also eating lots of time here. We're at 16 minutes now and this time I got 2 times the Rending Claw. Without that it is not possible for this run to work, so you need the 2 Rending Claws so that we have a chance of surviving the dragon fire. And here comes the third skill from Bargalore, which is really amazing, Debilitate 2, which is capping the piercing strike from A2, so we have the physical defense down by 30% now. Sarisa is also capping the sword resistance down from Richard, and without Primrose using her 3 times thunder attack to reduce the elemental attack to Sarisa's espionage, this Dragonfire would have terminated everyone here. And I think I forgot the dual strike, which is also important for the next upcoming attack. The espionage Barrage and the Dual Strike decrease the physical attack of the dragon. And because we didn't prepare everything now, this ultimate can really hinder us from going into the break very efficiently. And that's why I'm using that little evasive cat here. That keeper uses Shadow in the Night, which can be boosted to level 2 and is giving evade physical attacks 2 times, and this dragon's aura attack is hitting 4 times at this stage of the battle, and when it's only able to attack 2 times, it has 1 attack left, so it can do another Dragon Fire, a Swept Away, or just a Rending Claw afterwards, and everything it does wouldn't kill Serenoa here. So this way you don't need a Fury Axe, you just need Serenoa for tanking the dragon's aura attack. And I got a lucky roll from the Fames board here, and we're really lucky with the coins. It's 150k almost. That is really nice. Let's return to that dragon here. We're almost finished with preparing everything. We have to enter Berserk mode with A2 and use the Crusader's Prayer now. If a Dragon Fire would be launched now, then the run would be over and I had to start again. And we also use our Divine Beast now. Sadly, it is activated after all of our units is attacking, but that's how it is, right? So we have the damage up for the next turn, which is enough so that we can defeat this dragon in turn 8, which is really awesome. And with the Under Convictions banner, we have 1 more BP to use for everyone, which especially A2 is needing for dealing the most efficient damage here, which is insane. Like Lars can do 5 times about 50,000 damage, A2 is dealing 63,000 damage at a minimum. So everyone waiting for the Nier banner to rerun and have 0 rubies left after Bargalo, this would be the best timing for Square to rerun that banner. But let's see what the next Tavern Talk next Monday is giving us. So after 24 minutes I got the bonus challenge here and I got a lucky roll here, which is very good, but I only rolled a 1, which is multiplying that by 3, which is good. But even if I rolled a 5, it would be even better to do another Wealth or Power or Fame run by now, which would be over by now too. So having the opportunity to kill the dragon now in one break is good, but in my case here it is not really time efficient and I would still go for the individual boards. But if you're still interested in the compilation of the units here and of course the keepers, that little keeper is really amazing, and I also equipped 280 plus HP here so that Serenoa has incredible amount of HP to survive 3 hits of the dragon, which is really neat. So if you missed out on Fury Axe, it doesn't even matter now. You have a free unit which everyone can acquire and a free keeper everyone can acquire, so you can tackle that board now with no problem, surviving the hit of the dragon every time the dragon is using the aura attack, because the keepers are refreshing their uses and the reuse of that skill is 4 turns, and normally that dragon is not using its attacks 2 consecutively one after another. So I have used the Maiden's Bell A4 from Hasumi on Primrose to extend her shower of roses, but this is not really mattering, it doesn't really make a difference here. Pushing your keeper's HP is a really good thing to do, especially for those units which lack HP. So if you have any more questions about these fights, please write them in the comments or write in my Discord group. And if you like this channel to class up, I really appreciate a subscription if you didn't already, and give thumbs up to this video if you'd like what you've seen. See you next time, you're free to play.